Chat, y'all ready for a story? Y'all ready for a story? It's a very interesting story. Very interesting. God damn, bro. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. What's up, y'all? What's really good? What up? It's your boy. This shit has been crazy. It's been like the last, let's see. I don't even know where to start. That's the funny part, is I have no idea where to start because it's been such a rush of emotion in like no time. Right? And I'll say this off the start. I was like crying, upset, like I was bugging off this shit, bro. It was thought she was the one, chat. I really did. So let's unpack it a little bit, right? Where do I even start? Shit. Where do I even start? A 10-month subscriber. All right. That's what we'll start at. This person was a 10-month subscriber. All right. What up, Mozzie? First of all, hold up. Skirt. Shout out to the homies off the jump. Thank you, Illuminous, for the 37 months. The back-to-back. All right. The homie Jay and Illuminous, both 37 months. Thank you for the over 3 years. Appreciate that. I do. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, y'all. But this is what we're going to do, chat. I'm going to turn what ended up being fake lemons into fake lemonade. That's all I could do at this point in my life, right? That's all I could do at this point. But thank you so much, y'all. 3 years. That's ridiculous. But unfortunately, you can't trust nobody. You can't trust nobody, chat. You honestly can't trust nobody. You can, but you can't. I'm in a very weird state of mind right now where, like, I don't trust people so much that I trust everyone so that I could be untrustworthy of them now. All right, so let's start it. It was a 10-month subscriber, all right? And they had been in the channel here and there, right? Saying hi. Nothing wild. What's up, everybody? Nothing wild. And I think it was in like November of last year. And I think it was when I was going through like weird shit with like Chang Gang and like maybe GSF related stuff. It had to be something like that. Yo, what up, Ames? The homie Ames on the 59. Pause, bro. The homie Ames on the 59 months. Shout out to Ames. Bro. I was looking at our rolls the other day. My man's been around for so long. Thank you, Black, as well. Black Mufo, thank you for the 18 months. And Ames with the 32 months, bro. Ridiculous. That's like... That's insane to me. Lotus as well. Lotus Pocus, 32 months. The homies. It's crazy, right? It really is. But yeah, I'm sure you're like, oh shit, face cam, what's the deal? Chat, I'm just coming to a different point in my life now. With this shit that happened to me, I had two major things happen in my life, right? Losing my cousin was a big deal, right? It's horrible. Dude died in my arms. It was a big thing. I look at life differently. I happen to tech in certain ways. And now this is now another thing that's kind of changing out what's going on. And the way I look at people and the way I look at what I'm going to get out of life. So, yo, Otto as well. Thank you, Otto. What's up, Malvado? My man Otto coming through with the 7 months. Malvado. Yeah. What's up, my boy? What's up, bro? But yeah, where were we? Right. So in November, right, is when I think I was like having issues. I was having like a tough day in some way with like something roleplay related. Either I was like waiting for something to happen or whatever, and they had reached out to me really nicely, like a lot of you do, honestly, in chat. Yo, I hope you're doing all right. I know you're dealing with XYZ bullshit with role play. Hope you're doing good, right? Because y'all deal with the same type of frustrations I deal with, or you see at my face sometimes too, right? So I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, cool, whatever. I look at their Twitter account. I'm like, damn. Okay, she looked good. Again, didn't think anything of it. Honestly, didn't think anything of it. I was like, hey, wait, I know a lot of attractive people and shit. They say hi to me. It happens. Like, it wasn't anything wild to me at that point. Oh, I see the hype train going heavy right now. What's up, Bree? Shout out to the homie Bree, the 55 months trying to show up Ames. Yo, thank you very much, Bree. Welcome back. God Mangu as well on the 10 months. Thank you, y'all. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, like, I didn't think anything of it, right? Because why would I? I was like, I talked to a lot of people. I've known people in the industry for a long time. I didn't think it was a big deal. Some person reaching out, regardless of what they look like, saying, hope you're doing all right. It was nice. I thought that's a nice thing to do. And then, like, it was like just very basic back and forth. Like, not even anything wild. It was like in November, it was, hope you're doing okay with this role play related thing. And then in like December, it was like, hope you had a nice Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. Nothing that would indicate any type of like, I'm into you in any way, right? So I was like, whatever. And then I look at her Instagram. I was like, oh shit. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck am I looking at? What is this shit? That's when things started getting a little interesting, okay? I'm like, what the fuck is this? Yo, thank you, Johnny Mo, for the 20 months. Shout out to Alan One as well on the 30. Sefnet, the 32 months. Thank you very much, y'all. Can y'all hear me okay as well? I don't know if the music is too loud. But thank you very much, y'all. Appreciate it. What's up, Dandy? Yo, Soul 40K, 12 months on that year tip already. Okay. All right, as long as it's good. I haven't made any major changes to the mic, so yeah, nothing was seeming weird about it, because why would it be? It was like, whatever. A hot girl on Instagram. Attractive people exist, and sometimes they exist on Instagram, Twitter, wherever. It's a thing, right? You looking at an attractive person right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I didn't think anything of it. I really didn't, because why would I? So then like months go by, and it's like we're coming up on I think it was TwitchCon EU, right? TwitchCon EU drops. They're like, oh, it's gonna be in Amsterdam, blah 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 blah, right? I'm like, oh shit. I already started planning stuff. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go out there with Burn. I was gonna go out there with Burn to chill with Vader for like, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks before TwitchCon EU. So I'm like, yo, this is gonna be dope. Are we doing some roleplay today? It's funny you asked that, Keita. Don't worry, we'll get to that in a little bit. So I'm like excited, right? I'm really excited to go ahead, go to you know what I'm saying, go out to TwitchCon EU, etc. I'm like, bro, this is gonna be dope. And then all of a sudden, this girl hits me up. The one from Instagram, like Twitter, Instagram. I've been talking to him in the DMs, right? Slid in my DMs, by the way. Fine ass chick. And she goes, just wondering, are you going to TwitchCon? I'm like, oh damn, yeah. I mean, of course I am. She's like, I want to meet up with you. I'm like, okay, all right, well, I could deal with that shit. Based on what I was seeing, I was like, sure, what the fuck not? Like, why wouldn't I? Yo, Misguided Ping with that brand new sub. Thank you very much. Thank you, Misguided. I appreciate it. Seriously, thank you. So again, I didn't really think anything of it. Because why would I? Why would I think anything of it? It's not. I know of people from years ago that I met in TwitchCon and PAX East and Comic Cons, etc. And they were like, "Hey, Jim, are you going to?" Yeah, I'm going. Want to meet you there? Sure. I've had girls want to meet me in places like that are in like the streaming industry, so it wasn't anything crazy, right? People meet up. See, right? People meet up, normal shit. And then, so like I was like, yeah, of course I meet up with you. And then it becomes to like FCF time, right? I'm getting ready to build up, come out for Fan Control Football, like what? March, right? 2 months ago. The last 2 months, chat, have been not even the last 2 months. The last month has been ridiculous, yo. Not even the last 3 weeks have been ridiculous. All right. Oh my God, bro. Wait till we get to it. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to FCF. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Obviously a little shitty because I'm still paying rent back in Texas, right? With the homies burn and the homies penguin, right? So I'm like, whatever. I'll come out here, have a good time. That's why I'm out in this hotel, doing production work for Fan Control Football, right? And then she goes, we had been talking back and forth about going to TwitchCon, and we just like very normal stuff. Nothing wild, bro. Nothing wild. What's up, Penguin? Nothing wild, bro. Honestly, nothing wild at all. Nothing that would indicate that she was like into me at all. And then she's like, it's the day that I get my the van or the car to drive, literally to drive from Texas to Georgia for Fan Control Football. And she's like, do you want to text? And I'm like, I'd be an idiot to be like, no, attractive European female who wants to meet up with me in a few months. I don't want to talk to you and I don't want your number. Why the fuck would I say no? So I'm like, yeah, let's, oi, bruv, mate, in it, mate, right? I'm like, fuck, yeah. Why wouldn't I talk to you? So we're talking. Again, this is all like very normal talking. We were talking about kind of the same way we were in DM that we were in on text. Shut up. Nothing wild, bro. What's the problem? So then, out of nowhere, like, we just start talking more, right? She's asking me about Fan Control Football, right? I'm asking her about what she does. Because then, like, I fully look at her Instagram, right? When I first talked to her, I looked at her Twitter. She has some nice pictures of herself on the Twitter. I looked at her Instagram, which is on her Twitter. She has some nice ones. I wasn't like, bro, let's be real, chat. I wasn't thirsty. I wasn't like, oh my God, a super hot girl. I'm gonna go scroll all the way down to the bottom and look at every single picture, right? In detail. I just was like, some person was talking to me, no big deal. So then when I get her number, and like we're talking kind of almost every other day-ish, then so 40K. Then I'm like, I'm sitting there looking at every picture. I'm like, damn, this girl's fucking smoking. Like, what is this shit? What is going on right now? How is this girl into me? Like, what is this? I'm like, this can't be real. I've been thinking for the longest. I'm like, for like 2-3 weeks as we're talking, I'm like, this just can't be real. There's no way. And she's telling me, and at this point, chat, don't forget, at this point, she's a 10-month subscriber to this channel. She's been in this chat before. She's been an active chatter in this chat before. So, like, keep that all in mind now, like, as we're telling this. Because I just got her number. We've been talking. She's, like, showing interest in me. I mean, she's since been banned from the channel. So, I mean, it is what it is. But it's like, when we start, like, sharing more, right? We start talking. She starts sending me pictures that aren't on the Instagram. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm getting exclusives. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling myself. I'm like, why would I think anything bad? And to be honest, yo, I'm gonna just call it what it is. Because I get what you're saying, A-Rock, right? This is why you guys get in trouble thinking what they're doing. I thought to myself, like, I know a lot of attractive women. But just because I know attractive women does not mean I'm going to fuck all these attractive women. Doesn't mean these women want to fuck me because I happen to know them and we know, like, each other's name, right? Doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean anything. So I'm thinking, all right, this girl is trying to say she's into me, whatever. I've had girls, say it, chat. I've had girls in the industry, right, in the streaming industry, that have, like, tried to come on me, and I'd be like, I'm good. I have. They've been pretty fucking hot, but I just, like, wasn't in the time space to just be like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna pause on that. So it's happened in the past, and then it's been what? I've been single for maybe 2.5 years. So I figured, damn, this hot European chick, might as well talk to her. What could be like the issue with it? What's the issue? Oh shit, the ads. Oh, hold on, we got an ad in progress. Hold on. I want to give y'all a tea. Pause. Yo, see, Danny knows the Twitch Turbo. I'll pause. Just a second, all right? Yeah, no one's got Turbo? No Turbo? I mean, hey, chat. Just saying, you wouldn't have an ad right now if you were subscribed on twitch.tv/Afro. I was just saying, you know what I'm saying? You could subscribe. Yeah. But yeah, what is Turbo? Yes, Alcara. See, Alcara got it. And I don't know if anyone realized that, because that's what I was going to get into next. Now, let me get a couple seconds till the ad is done. But Alcara, that's exactly who I was talking about. It was exactly who I was talking about. Like, just crazy, yo. I know the ads get ready in 3, 2, 1, and we're back with Catfish featuring Afro. Yeah, I don't even know the half of this shit. Welcome back, and thanks for coming back from this commercial break. But yeah, it was 100% that girl, Akira, that you had saw on Twitter. I was like, bro, I think I'm falling in love with this girl. I don't know. She may not be my girlfriend. I don't know what's going on. I know, Fohawks. Of course I seem to really like her because I really did like that person, right? But it gets crazier. And I see my dad in the chat, Pops. Wait till you hear this shit. I did it, Zenith. But wait until you see how they were able to get around reverse image searching. I did a reverse image search, because I was like so sure that this shit was not. I was like, there's no way. So we started getting serious. We started talking, started sharing a lot, right? About like what we want to do out of life, whatever. And remember, we had been talking about, TwitchCon EU, and she wanted to meet me then. Then it started getting into that they want to meet earlier. They're like, I want to see you. Like, I so very want to see you earlier. And I'm like, well, shit. I'd like to see you as well. What am I supposed to... If I have an attractive European female who I've been talking to for the last month or so, like, she tells me what she does, right? I don't think to myself, let me FaceTime her to make sure. Because what type of a fucking monster would do any of this, bro? Like, what? That's the shit that kills me. They're like, bro, why didn't you just FaceTime her? What type of... Who would think, bro? But that is the real question. But who in their right mind would be like, this person I've been talking to, let me make sure that the person I'm talking to is actually the person I'm talking to. Because with all other girls I've spoken to that were like in the streaming industry, I've like known them beforehand and then game with them, or like game with them and then met them in a conference. And like, I talk to girls. It's not like I don't talk to females that are attractive. So it wasn't like something that was top of mind to me. It just wasn't. And then I also felt like, well, she's a model, right? She's also told me that she's from, from the UK, right? So I'm like, it's a plus 5 hour difference. You know, I get it. It's super late for her right now. Shit, she might have the head wrapped up. I don't know. So it was never something I was like, I need to FaceTime you to ensure that you're the person I'm talking to. Like, what? Why would I think that? Like, why would I think that? But then things started getting a little weird, right? So they want to meet a little bit earlier. And I started getting the feeling that, like, shit is just too good to be true. It just didn't feel like... for all the like feelings that I was having, that I thought I was having for this person, something in the back of my mind was like, this shit don't seem right. Not because she was a super hot girl, right? It was because like they were sending me all these pictures, right? Yeah, something was off because they were sending me all these pictures. I'm talking like I said before, they were sending me pictures that weren't on the Instagram that I knew. So then I started searching for those images on like, doing a reverse Google search, and I didn't find them anywhere. So I was like, I guess I'm getting exclusives. I don't know. I'm getting pictures that she hasn't released yet. I don't know. She's a model. She goes to shoots all the time, so she tells me. Fuck do I know? Like, but then I'm like, yeah, right. I thought I'm getting a VIP. Like, I assumed it was all making sense. Everything was plausible, and it just didn't. It didn't seem like even in the last month that anything was wrong. But then I started getting nudes. And like, remember how like at the beginning I wasn't really looking at her pictures, right? Like heavy. Then I started talking to her, and we started like kind of catching feelings. First of all, she's the one who told me she started catching feelings for me first. That was number one for me. She started catching feelings for me first, right? She started sending me pictures first. She's like getting sexual first, speaking sexually about sexual things first, right? So I'm not gonna lean back from it. I'm gonna lean into it a little bit, right? So, but it felt not even forced. I know someone said in the chat forced. It wasn't that it was forced. It was like I noticed very particular things because when we started talking, I would like, obviously I'm looking at her pictures, and I'd see a ring. She'd wear different like jewelry, right? Necklaces, shit like that. So then she starts sending me these nudes, and I noticed the necklace that she's wearing, the necklace right above her titty. So, because obviously, what necklace, but I started noticing it. And then I realized that necklace, I don't remember seeing that necklace on any of the 238 pictures that she has sent me. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What is this, her shower only necklace? Like, what is that? So I thought I was like, I'm not paying no mind. It could have been I don't know, a video or something from a long time ago. I don't know. So I'm just like, what? Yes, 238, yes. But then again, I'm thinking to myself, if she's an Instagram model, and I've seen her Instagram, no one, of course she's got pictures. Like, of course she's got pictures. And even more so, I'm like, why would I FaceTime wasn't in my mind, because I'm like, I know what she looked like, but what? And then I thought, wait a minute, why would she send me 200 pictures? And I just kept getting a little bit more and more suspects. And then a clue happened again of that something's not right. So she's sending me nudes. And honestly, Sludge, that's what I did. I went, wait a minute. She sent me the same nude in a row. And I was like, pause. Like, hold on. And then she like was convinced. She's like, no, I didn't. I'm like, yes, you did. What do you mean, no, you didn't? She's like, no, I didn't. I'm like, yes, you did. Act like I wasn't staring at your nipple. Like, you think I don't know what? But then I thought also, right? Stinkfoot says it. Mistakes can happen. I'm like, all right, yo, mistakes could happen. And that's what I thought. See, Mozzie? See, he got it. She lost track. What nudes have I sent him? Right? That's what I'm like. That, again, but even still, I'm like, you know what? Is what it is. Because a week before, she was asking me about OnlyFans. She goes, oh, I've been talking to a bunch of my friends in the modeling, and the one girl does OnlyFans. How do you feel about OnlyFans? And I gave it to her 100%. I said, listen, all right? If I'm in a relationship with a girl and she wants to go on OnlyFans, I honestly don't have a problem with that. I don't. And I'm being dead serious. The problem that I do have is this. If I'm in a relationship with you and you're on OnlyFans and you're like doing private messages and private pictures, that's when I have a concern, right? Because I'm pretty sure I could, like, it's like the same thing with potentially being in a relationship with a stripper, right? Like, obviously, you know your girl's giving lap dances, right? But if she's doing stuff when she's home by herself, that's like a very intimate thing. Sending someone something one-to-one. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I felt like when she asked me, I was like, yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with OnlyFans as long as you're not doing any one-to-one type of shit. That's really what it is. Like, make your money, ma. Go ahead, do your thing, miss. All right, do what you gotta do. But I don't want you, like, if you're gonna send somebody naked pictures, it's gonna be me. Yeah, exactly. See, Soul got it. You the only VIP. And that's what she had told me. She's like, okay, great. I'll probably start doing it. And I'm gonna send you the images first. I'm like, yo. This is ridiculous. Like, this is like the girl of my dreams. This can't be real. Every single thing that we talked on was perfect. Down to sex, right? Down to politics, right? Just the way that we thought about the world. There are times when I would text her, chat, and she'd be texting me. There'd be times when she's texting me and I'd be texting her. Like, it was really annoying and scary, like soulmate type shit. Weird, right? So let's move forward a little bit in the story. So then she started saying that she wants to meet earlier. This is after she sent me nudes, all this shit. She asked about TwitchCon. And again, let's pause and pump the brakes. She is a 10-month subscriber to this channel. All right? A 10-month subscriber to this channel. Okay? Y'all need to understand that. They have been here. And I've been talking to them very innocently since November. So, of last year. So, like, we started sharing a lot and they want to meet earlier. And I'm like, shit, I'm going to call what it is, chap. I've never really had issues with money. I've always been kind of good with, like, investing and just, like, managing my money well. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going off to TwitchCon EU anyways. I'm going to go Virgin Atlantic. And if it just so happens that something is weird, I'll have a travel voucher and I'll be good to go for TwitchCon EU. So I book a flight. Then things start getting really weird, right? Really weird. No, she didn't ask for money. I wasn't going to do that because I'm like, I kept thinking with the double nude, right? The fact that she sent me a double nude. And also the fact that, like, there would be times when she just wasn't available. And I'm like, it's like 4 a.m. for you. What are you doing right now? Like, how are you awake? She's like, the one time she says to me, she goes, oh, like, my sleep schedule is getting better now. I'm like, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Like, what are you talking about? It's getting better for you. Like, it was just like, there were things that just weren't making sense. So, like I said, I book a flight, chat. And they were gonna come out, believe it or not, all right? That's what it was. It was a double nude. That's what it was, though, bro. What girl? First of all, I would assume if I was a girl, or even if I sent a nude to someone, I'm going to know what nude picture I send to you. I'm not gonna be like, oh, just kidding. Oh my God, I didn't mean to send that to you twice. Like, what do you have, a library of your nudes? That like, that shit is what got me. So then I booked the flight. Right, I'm all excited. We're talking more and more serious. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, bro, this girl is like the girl of my dreams. She's this super hot European chick from Manchester. I'm like, oh shit. Like, she started sending me pictures of her family. So what do you think I do? I start sending her pictures of my family. Why? I'm at this point, I'm so into her. I'm like, how am I not supposed to think that, like, they're very innocent pictures? Like, oh, here's me from high school. Here's me. Like, I'm like, oh, Again, and there are pictures that weren't on the Instagram that I saw. All right. So I'm like, yo, this girl is really into me, I guess. But still, I can't stop thinking about that double nude. The fact that she sent me the same nude picture twice. I'm like, bro, this can't be right. There's something's not making sense. Like, and then we get closer and closer to like it being maybe a week away. And all of a sudden, she hits me up on text, all upset. No, before, I got to say something a little sad. It's a little sad. It's a little upsetting, but it shows you how manipulative people could be. Not even, because like, yo, let's call it what it is. I have a double major minor in psychology, sociology, anthropology, and women's studies. I have a master's degree in media psychology. The social sciences is my shit. When it comes to understanding why people use the internet, the internal reinforcement that different types of people can feel being able to hide behind a username or whatever. Like, I get that. I have peer-reviewed articles on the communicative functions of social networks and how they influence people to continue to write or to continue to post pictures. I was like one of the first peer-reviewed articles to like show that if a person posts a picture and someone likes it, they're more likely to post something like that in the future. It's fucking basic reinforcement. So like the fact that like I had for years thought, bro, there ain't no way. Catfish? Who the fuck gets catfished? I remember when the movie came out, I watched it. I was like, this motherfucking Neve is dumb. I'm like, this motherfucker is dumb. How did you not see that, bro? How? Then I started watching episodes over and I'm like, bro, how do you not? What is this? Then I stopped watching it for like 2 years. And then I saw they got the co-host is off it now. And there's somebody else there. And I watched an episode like, I don't know, a week ago. And again, I'm like, no, not a week ago. Like a month ago, I was like, these motherfuckers are dumb, bro. Meanwhile, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it gets wild, chat. We're not done. All right, we are not done. We are not done. So what I was getting at is, so she's telling me she's from the UK, right? Manchester, bruv, the whole deal. And British accent, right? Sounds amazing. Now, I'm gonna call one person out. They have nothing to do with this at all, chat. But you need to understand the context of this so you can understand why it felt normal, right? Now, the person I'm calling out, I've already talked to. And if I'm keeping it 100, because I'm on my no lie shit. I'm on my like, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. Like, I hit up Carmen. I told Carmen everything. And I told Carmen everything because Carmen is the person that this girl told me she found her from. She goes, oh, I've been subscribed to Carmen forever and I found you on her channel. I love Gordon. How they love the Gordon character, whatever. So it had nothing to do with Carmen, but she had told me she was she's been watching Carmen for years, right? And I knew that she had been because I've known Carmen for a while. I've seen her in the chat before. I throw my worms up in the chat and Carmen's chat, so just to bullshit, right? Carmen's fucking good people. So I hit her up, bro. I told her the whole story. I was crying like a baby, dead ass. I was. I'm gonna call it what it is. I was. So then I tell Carmen, right? And it's like, that's another reason it wasn't, to me, this isn't random. It's not. Like, it is what it is. Some girl that found me through another girl is into me. Big deal. Shit like that happens, right? It is what it is. So then shit starts getting weird. And this is the first time things start getting weird. And then it just keeps happening and happening. So I was supposed to fly her out on the 29th. 2 days ago, chat. All right? 2 days ago. So She gave me her information, first name, last name, date of birth, and then she did something real weird. She gives me the first name, she gives me the last name, she gives me the month and the date, and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, okay, any second now. Waiting for the year of your birth, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, why is it taking her so long to give me? Just give me the year. When were you fucking born? You told me you're 27. You should know when you're born. So she gives me, you know, the year that makes sense for 27, right? See, Kels, math is hard. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I put it in there. She gives me the email. I put it in there, and I'm realizing, I'm like, why does this email have 3 Y's? There was another thing. So the double nude, her sending pictures of her family off of a jump, and then an email with 3 Y's in it. I'm like, why? Why do you got 3 Y's in that? What are you doing? She's like, oh, don't make fun of me, babe. Bruv. Right? I'm like, oh, whatever. I guess the 2 Y's was taken. You know, big deal. So I booked the flight. And at this point, it's now, I think, the 25th. It's the 25th of April. All right? And she hits me up devastated, upset, crying. Oh, my God. Blah, blah, blah. Going on and on. How she was at a photo shoot. She was changing her shoes at a photo shoot. And hurt herself. Twisted her ankle. I was like, I guess. And I immediately think about Catfish. I'm like, yo, come on, bro. Like, she's stalling. It's got to be stalling. It has to be. It has to be stalling. It has to be. Like, yeah, I hurt my ankle. I'm so upset. Oh, like, feel bad for me. And I'm like, okay, all right. Like, I felt bad. But then I thought to myself, I'm like, twisted your ankle? Go to the doctor. I don't know. Prop that bitch up. What, you can't prop that bitch up real quick? You know what I'm saying? Prop that bitch up for a little bit. Put some ice on it. She was crying, going on and on. And the way she was selling it to me was, oh my God. It was she was being so hysterical about it. I'm not going to say she. They were being so hysterical because what I'm trying to do, Chad, is like when I'm telling people about this in stories, I'm trying not to say things like that bitch, this girl, because I don't want this person fucking up my outlook on other people, regardless of what sex they are. So I'm like trying to do my best to be very like, it's not about, you know what I'm saying? I don't want them, thank you, right? Like, I don't want it to do that. Because at this point, they're just a monster to me now, right? Not even about because it's 2022. It's not even that. It's that, imagine being mad at cats for the rest of your life because one cat scratched you, bro. It's because of this cat, all right? Mittens is not a good cat. Just be mad at Mittens. That's what I'm trying to get at. So it's like I don't want to try and like I want to kind of personalize it in a way. So it is what it is. So I get the flight. I'm doing my thing right, and I feel so bad about the simple fact that no, you haven't, Jada. I can't wait to hear it at some point. I feel so bad about the fact that because the way she's portraying it to me, she's saying, "Oh my God, I was doing a photo shoot. My friend had made me these jeans." And then she's sending me pictures. Again, Chad, the reason it felt so believable at some points is it'd be, 10 steps forward and 15 back. But she'd say, oh my God, I fell. Here's, my friend was making me jeans, or basically, which is AKA, my friend was throwing paint on some jeans, probably what it was he's trying to do, right? But she sent me videos that did not exist on the Instagram or Twitter that she sent me, right? It just didn't exist. Even on the TikTok that she had. Even on the TikTok. They were like, she sent me 5 videos. So I'm thinking like, bro, did she get, like, if she isn't real, did she get hacked? Did this person I'm talking to hack someone's phone? Right? And then has access to all their shit. Maybe has her entire iCloud or something. I don't fucking know. That's what I was thinking. Why didn't I video call her? Because of that, we'll get in there. Don't worry. Because again, the month and a half or so leading up to it, it made sense because they're in the UK and that timing difference, chat, and the fact that I've been so fucking busy with production work here. I don't think y'all understand what I do with fan controlled football. It's a lot of work, right? When I'm not on game day running around just kind of moderating and helping run ads and do other shit, I'm literally being a technical director, someone's a producer in a studio, like working through these TV shows. Like it's like, and in the last 3 weeks, this is now week 3. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot to do, and everything was going well for me. Everything was great. Like I'm in an amazing job. The update came out for No Pixel. I was so happy to go ahead and share stuff with you through Dex, through Jacob, through Saeed, right? And then this hot European chick. The last thing I'm thinking of is, let me make sure in FaceTime to make sure it's real, because everything else was going good for me, right? Sure, I hadn't been streaming as much, right? I haven't been streaming as much. Obviously, I want to stream and wanted to, but in these last 3 weeks, I've been so preoccupied with getting shit done and directing for a fucking football league that the last thing I was thinking of was that. And as Jay said, I haven't been RPing that much. It's not even like I wasn't role playing because I was talking to this girl. I've been busy. So they were able to kind of take advantage over the fact that I was busy. And there were a lot of questions that I didn't need to ask because it was it just didn't seem necessary. So it was banana duck all along. Nah, listen, if it was, I would have already proposed to him. All right. So, okay. So I book a flight. They tell me they get hurt, right? I'm still sitting there thinking, I'm like, this just doesn't seem right. Chad, you have an ad coming up in a minute, so I might have to leave it on a cliffhanger. I do have to go to the bathroom quickly. What's up, crazy? And I start feeling so bad because the way that they position it to me is that, oh my God, I was so embarrassed. I was doing a photo shoot in the mall in public. Oh my God. It's so upsetting. And I could imagine that being very embarrassing, right? She tells me she's very she seems like not a needy person, but a very emotional person, right? Not too emotional, but it just seemed just right for me. They're probably in chat. Even though I banned them, they're probably in chat in incognito mode. I would not be surprised. Which will lead me to the next thing that was another clue that I just didn't understand what the deal was. Was seeing them when they were supposed to be talking to me. I see them watching other people on Twitch. What? What? I don't know. Quick timeout, chat. Because now we're starting to really getting into the story. Now we're really getting into it. That's for sure. You're helping them get better at catfishing? Well, after you hear what happens in the rest of the story, no, I'm not sponsored by Coca-Cola, but if I was, it'd be right here. I'm not done. There's a lot. There's a lot to unpack here. A whole lot. Cause I went on my Jacob shit. Dead ass. Yo, thank you, Shades the Rogue, 25 months in a row. I appreciate you very much. Thank you. I really do. Malvado, what's the story, bro? Talk to me, brother. What's the story? I got the same number, bro. Just text me, bro. Okay, I don't got no time. People playing on my fucking phone, bro. Just fucking text me, man. All right. Yeah, I still got the same number. Invested in the story, bro. It's a story. It's a story. All right. It's a story. And again, like I said, this person is more than likely in the chat right now. And I'll say this. If you are in the chat, I hope you were taking this as seriously as I told you in the fucking text message. And I'm happy you haven't reached back out to me. Because the last thing I said to them was, if you don't let me be, I'm going to get real fucking hood on you. And I haven't heard shit since. So I think that worked. I think it worked. I think they're like, oh, I know how he sounds on Dex. Maybe I should chill out a little bit. Like, maybe I should chill out. I was getting very close to channeling Dex. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. I definitely was. No, you didn't miss the good part. You didn't. Basically, at this point, it's still clues. Todd Pass is still clues. Like, what is going on? Something doesn't seem right. Something doesn't seem right. And I'm trying to think of what the other thing was to when the RP becomes too real. You're right, Duck. You're right. Someone said, what hair product do I use? I just use conditioner. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the Italian in me really helps me out big time with not having to do much. So yeah, basically. Now it's obviously it's very personal, but the reason that I'm sharing this chat is because of the same reason that the dude made the Catfish movie. I do not want this to happen to anyone else. It's humiliating. It's embarrassing. It's a shitty thing to happen. It's a very shitty thing to happen. I wouldn't wish this on anybody. It's really upsetting to have this happen. But if I don't turn fake lemons to fake lemonades, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna sit here and be upset about it and then hate everybody and not trust anybody? Come on, bro. I don't have time for that shit. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm a grown-ass man. So again, let's unpack it again. A quick swoop. I know there's new people coming in here. This person was a 10-month subscriber in this channel. They had just innocently reached out to me on Twitter, Instagram. They had asked me if I was going to TwitchCon EU because they were in Manchester. They were in Manchester, in the UK. When I had started to come out to Georgia to do production work for this football league, we exchanged numbers. We started talking, started getting a little serious. She started sharing a lot more with me, nudes, hundreds of pictures, etc., etc. Before you know it, we're talking very serious in the last maybe month or so, and I'm thinking, man, this is the one, honestly, because she's the one bringing stuff to me. We're meeting halfway in a lot of things, so I'm like, how do I know, right? How do I know? Fuck you, Alex. I'm like, what do I know, right? And come to find out, they had found me through a person that's a good friend of mine within reason, right? Carmen. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's true. They're a Carmen sub. They probably watch you too. Actually, Alex, I know they watch you. I know for a fact they watch you and everyone, So they're in your channel too. They're probably in here right now. Again, like we said before, they're literally probably in here right now. But they had been a 10-month sub, and before you know it, we're sharing a lot of information, and they want to meet earlier. So I fly her out, right? I book a flight from the UK out to here. She was going to stay for a week. I was so excited. I get to show her things about my job. She had been wanting to know so much about my job and what I do. I've been sending her pictures. And I'm like, bro, this is crazy. This is going to be dope. I cannot believe it. This is actually going to happen. And I even talked to people here about her. I talked to my mom about her. I talked to my dad about her. Like, I'm like, yo, I think I found this really crazy girl. Like, she's amazing. And the reason I never FaceTime her, and I know everyone says that, it's the same thing I said to people when I watch Catfish myself. I've been so busy doing actual production work here, right? Like, I've been so busy with just like being out here and getting acclimated to be in Georgia again and working for this new league. And she is 5 hours ahead of me, quote unquote. I didn't think it to me, first of all, again, I'm gonna say it again, I'm a grown-ass man. What type of monster? What, bro? Hey, person I've been talking to you, would you mind writing on a piece of paper, fuck Afro, and putting it up on the screen so I could ensure that you're exactly on? Who thinks that? Who thinks to do that? Like, I am not a scammer. Prove yourself. Like, who thinks to do that, bro? Like, it's wild, bro. It's wild. So maybe that's a thing, right? Like now, with like people on Tinder heavy, people doing dating apps. I'm sure, I know for a fact that it's a heavy thing. It's got to be. But what monster does this anyway? So why would I think that? So then comes the undoing of all this, chat. Here's where things get here's where things get a little weird. And I start, all right, yo, something is not right. She's now injured herself. I book her a ticket. I forward it over to her, and I tell her, I was like, yo, I mean, they had they kept getting these things from Virgin Atlantic about, oh, COVID-19 testing, this and that. You have to prove that you got vaccinated. So I'm like, hey, babe, just want to send you this over to let you know you got to hit the doctors and get some documents, right? And she jokingly says, no, I'm not going to do it. I don't need to. I'll get through. What? What is the government just going to let you waltz on by into the United States? Who the fuck are you to think that? Oh, thank you, chat. Everyone, hold up. That's like. So I get another email. I forward it again. I go, babe, like, have you signed up for this thing they want you to sign up for? Like, to get into the U.S. from the U.K., you literally have to do this. That's what Bomber Bob. That's literally how they were going with it. Don't worry, I got this. Like, they're gonna waltz in through the airport like this. Am I good? Just going like this? Am I good? I was like, how is this happening right now? This can't be right. That's the first clue. Aside from the like 4 or 5 that I already told you of. And at this point, I'm just like, you know what? It's whatever. We'll figure it out. And then she gets hurt. And I feel so bad. Because she had hurt herself, whatever. Like, what do I do? What can I do to make her feel better? And this was her undoing. If she didn't lie to me and manipulate me so much to the point where I thought I was falling in love with her, I would have never have wanted to do the next thing that I did, which is a very simple act that you do for someone when you care for them, right? I'm going to say it. I wanted to get her flowers. A simple. That was the undoing of all of it. All I wanted to do was get her flowers. That was it. So I'm thinking, shit, how am I going to get her flowers? Like, how am I going to do this? Cause like a week before, I already wanted to get her something nice. Yeah, chivalry. My chivalry destroyed the ruse. That's 100% of what it was. If I wasn't such a nice boyfriend, whatever you want to say, it would have never have, and this probably would have never came about. But even more so, it would have been even more devastating because this motherfucker would have stalled even more. Like, you fucking asshole, right? So I'm like, how am I going to get her flowers? A week before, I've been trying to go through, because she had sent me so many pictures, and some of them were with her friends. And she would play these real sexual type coy things like, yeah, sometimes I make out with my friends. I'm like, okay, I guess I just got a wild one. I don't know. Got a fucking freak. She's like, yeah, but you can't make out with us if I do it. I'm like, okay, like, cool, bro. Like, I'm fucking now. I thought you were just like playing, you know what I'm saying? She a freak. I thought I found a freak, chat. I don't have to tell you. I'm like, this girl is from saying she's out partying, doing her thing. She's a model, Instagram model. She look good. Like, what am I? Yeah, right. This is fine. This is great. But I would never get her friend's name. She's like, oh yeah, I'm hanging out with my friend tonight. Oh yeah, I'm going to hang out with my friend tonight. But I would never get a name. So a week ago, before I brought her out, I was like, I was going through her photos to try and find her friends. Because I want to reach out to her friend and say, yo, I want to get your friend something nice. I want to surprise her. You want to help me, right? That's all I wanted to do. Was do something nice, right? That's what to do something nice for this girl I thought I was falling in love with. Nothing too crazy about that. I think a lot of people do that. And I started realizing this same person commenting. I'm like, who the fuck is this? It looks like this is like a fucking bot. There's no way that this person is talking on every single fucking comment. I'm like, what is this? And then I started noticing like guys in the comments, and she's responding to him, right? And I'm like, well, what the fuck? Whatever. Dude, I could care less. And then I click on one. I'm like, I finally find a guy that looks real. I'm like, oh, let's see a real guy. So then I start seeing that like she friend requested me on Twitch, right? And I could see when she's watching people, or like, you know how it shows you on the friends thing, it says like, this so-and-so is watching this one, join them, right? So I'm like, okay. There were times, chat, and the like 2-3 weeks leading up to this, me flying her out and her getting hurt, that I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, she's supposed to be talking to me right now. She says she's gonna talk to me. I literally see her on Instagram online right now. She's supposed to be talking to me. I see her literally watching Carmen. I see her watching Abby. I see her watching Kenna. I see her watching all these people. I see her watching this guy that was in her comments. So I'm like, she's not talking to me. She's watching other people. When she says she's going to talk to me, it's not like she's like, not like it was like Orange or Idol, right? Even on Discord, like, I'm like, what is going on right now? It's just so fucking weird. Like, I'm thinking to myself, maybe she just, I don't know, she's just aloof about this shit. And I'm like, this makes no sense to me. I don't get it. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and just give her flowers. I'm like, whatever. I could care less. She's not. It had been happening for like weeks, and it kept happening. And even more so when I was trying to get her flowers. I'm like, this is so fucking annoying. Like, I just want to do something nice for her, and sometimes just talk to her because I think I'm falling in love with her. And it's like she's actively ignoring me, but letting me see it by being online on Instagram, or say, I'll call you in 20 minutes. I don't hear for 4 hours. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not a very needy person in a relationship, but if you say, hey, I'm hanging out with my friend right now, I'll call you in a little bit. A little bit isn't 7 hours, chat. Am I wrong or am I wrong? If someone says, I'm just talking to my friend, I'll talk to you in a little bit, 7 hours later with no response in chat, no response in text, like, hey, I'm doing something. Hey, we're doing this. Hey, I'm what? It's not like I'm like being obsessive. Like, it's been 25 minutes, baby girl. What you doing? What you fucking somebody? Like, seems about normal to me, right? The fuck? So then I was like, fuck it, I'm over it. I don't care, bro. I don't care. I'm gonna let it be. She a freak. She goes to the clubs. She does her thing. She's out there doing all this shit. Whatever. Not a big deal. I want to just let it be. So I want to get her flowers because she was hurt. And again, like I said, Chad, this was their undoing. This is their undoing, because if I wasn't so nice, or not even so nice, if I wasn't such a normal person and not a fucking monster and wanted to do something nice for someone I thought I was falling in love with, I wouldn't have done what I did, which was try and find, I started looking through the pictures that she sent me, the 238 photos, chat. I looked through these photos, and I noticed something in common in the background. I see like the edge of a name of a place of business. And she like has told me, I'm an Instagram model. I get paid to wear certain clothes and do this and that. And I also work at a beauty salon. I'm like, oh, okay. So I couldn't get in contact with her friends in her comments, that I kept seeing these fucking bots and this random guy that I would see her watching every once in a while. I'm like, okay, interesting. Let's go ahead and pull up Google. So I had already been in the last month or so doing like reverse image shit. I'd already been doing that, and nothing really was coming up. I didn't really see anything, so I was like, okay, whatever. And I find a Facebook page for a beauty salon in Manchester, United Kingdom. So I go on there. It's the one that I thought it was. Oh shit, it's her. There's a picture of her on it. That's my girl, I think. Oh shit, it's my girl, right? Then I find an Instagram associated with that Facebook. I'm like, oh shit, there she is. It her. It my girl. Right? And I see an Instagram account. And of course, chat, the Instagram account is a completely different name with a shitload of pictures on it, right? And I think to myself, oh fuck. I've been catfished, obviously. I just found this real account. I had to have just found this real account. But then things get weirder, right? Because I know that there was a serious thing in like in the OnlyFans, right? In the sex industry, OnlyFans, Instagram, like people modeling, even streamers have additional accounts to help kind of amplify their main account or one of their accounts. They have multiple accounts, right? I know it's a thing. I know that there's like promo groups that girls are in, like, hey, will you post for me? Shit like that. So I'm thinking, okay, I found one of her I'm single accounts. Because when you go and you click on, when I found this Instagram account and I started clicking on her pictures, she's like, all of the stuff was like, I'm single, I'm never gonna be with another guy, right? I'm never gonna be with anyone. I'm single. So this is her hard to get. You can't get me juice her account just to juice her fucking shit, right? I was like, whatever, no big deal. And then I noticed that again. I'm thinking like, what the fuck is going on? And I start looking at both the accounts. There's the Instagram account that I know of her from, and the Instagram account that I just found. And I start looking at the differences, right? And at first, I see no difference. The only difference that I see is, again, this common situation of this person has texted me pictures at this point that were not in any of those accounts. Not the first Instagram account and not the second one that I just found. They weren't in there. So how is it that this person could be real, right? How do they have access to so many more pictures that this girl has not posted, right? Exclusives. That's what I'm thinking. Like, what the heck is going on with this shit? How is that possible? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So then I start thinking about Right Norway. I start thinking about OnlyFans. I'm like, but she didn't make the account yet, she told me. So, but again, how is she texting me pictures that do not exist on either of these Instagram accounts? Right? That's what I thought, Demo. Someone's manager? Maybe an ex-boyfriend that doesn't like her and took over this account? It could be it. I thought, whatever. That's got to be what it is. It has to be what it is. And at this point, here's a very sad reality of what was going on. All right? So I want to send her flowers, right? And I'm finding all this stuff out. At this point, it's 3:30 in the morning, right? Because we had been talking and staying up so late. And it's a little sad, but it is what it is, chat. When you love somebody, you think you're falling in love with somebody. These are things that couples do, especially when they're a long distance. I've been falling asleep on the phone with her overnight for the last week before this all happened. Like literally hearing each other breathe, right, on the phone. Like it's that people do that in relationships. It's a thing, right? So as I'm sitting here finding this other account, I could hear her on the phone, like sleeping. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, this is ridiculous. I just found one of her accounts. Not a huge deal. Is what it is, right? Let me keep on with my mission, which was to send her flowers. So I go to the pictures and I go, oh, look, her friend. There's her friend. I message her friend. And I send her a whole thing. Hey, I know that she's hurt. I know she's going to be coming out here soon. I want to see if you could help me out and send her something, whatever, right? And I sent off the message to her friend. And I'm like, yeah, I was in bad. I was bad. It was bad, Demo. So I don't hear anything back from her friend for a couple hours. But in that time, I start Googling, right? I start Googling and I start comparing. And I start looking at things and I'm seeing things that just don't make sense. Like the new account that I found having wallpaper background. Here's the first thing I saw when looking at in between this. Meanwhile, the message has been out there to her friend, right? And I'm scrolling on this new account and I see there's a birthday celebration picture. And it's for 20. What? You told me you were 20. It's an old picture. Whatever, right? It's got to be an old picture. So then I think to myself, well, this is not an old picture. Because I remember asking her, how long have you lived at your apartment for? So let's do some quick math. right? How is it that you have a birthday, or how is it that you're in a room with a balloon that says 20 behind you, but you're 26? Have you been living in that apartment for 6 years? Because you told me you were living there for 1 year. So I was like, what the fuck is that? That doesn't make any sense. What, did you just come to this place every year to take a picture? How would that make any sense at all? If you're 26 years old, like, were you at someone else's 20th birthday party? Who would stand in front of balloons of a particular age, take a picture and put it on Instagram, and have that not be their age at the time of the taking of the photo, right? Yeah, maybe it was a 20-year birthday just 6 years later, right? That's why I'm like, this don't seem right, man. Something's wrong. And I keep thinking about that double nude at this point, chat. I know it sounds ridiculous. I keep thinking about this double nude. She had sent me these double nudes. She had done all these weird things of being online when there were just things there were now at this point 7 things that were just not adding up. Now, meanwhile, there was a reason I didn't send her money. There was a reason I didn't put the flight in her name. There's a reason I did like a whole travel voucher thing, because I kind of thought like, bro, something ain't right. This is so weird. And I'm happy I did all that, right? Because what I end up finding out is ridiculous. So I start Googling, and I start seeing like a really old account. It's a website called ask.fm. I'm sure there's probably a few people in the chat here that know it, or at least even seen it or heard of it, right? And I know that shit is old as hell, right? Yeah, old as shit, right? See? Old as hell, right? I remember when it came out. That shit's old. And it had like something like 1,200 posts or some shit on that, something. So I'm like, oh. And I couldn't get into it because when you go to the website and you find it in Google, you need to actually have an account and then be on the app. So I was like, all right, I'll look at it later, whatever. Then I get a message from a friend, all right? I get a message. I get a message, and I do a double take, because at the same time as I'm finding this ask.fm account, I get a message from this other account, not the friend, this other account. And I'm like, and they got the same profile picture of the girl that I've been talking to, and this girl has the same. So I'm like, how? I hear her breathing and she's sleeping. How is she messaging me right now? She messaged me and she goes, coming in a few days. I have never talked to you in my entire life, and screenshotted the conversation that I had sent her friend. I don't know who you are. What is this? Whatever. I'm like, oh my God. She's like, she literally said, sorry, mate, but you've been catfished. It's literally what she said. I'm like, oh, bruv, in it. I was like, oh, fuck. So I got what I now think to believe is the real girl telling me, picture this, chat. Picture this shit. Picture this. I have been talking to this girl for so long, who I think I'm in love with. I'm listening to her on speakerphone, breathing, sleeping, as the real one's telling me, hey, that's a catfish. Like, I'm like, still. I'm like, you know what's in my mind still, chat? You know what's still in my mind? This could be a boyfriend. This could be an ex. This could be someone that made a troll account. Then I thought back to the three. Bro, I hate you, bro. I'm just getting ready to say that. So40K. Bro, you are hilarious. So40K said the 3 Ys. Then I thought back to the 3 Ys in the email. And I'm like, why would this girl have 3 Ys in her email? Like, the fact that she didn't have a normal ass email. It just felt so It was off. And then I started looking at the Instagram accounts again, and I'm like, wait a minute. There, out of the 230 something pictures she sent me, she didn't send me 5. And I was like, why wouldn't she have sent me those pictures? What is this? Like, why wouldn't she have sent me those? This doesn't make any sense. Why? So I had like, I didn't Google the email. We're not even there yet. At this point, my blood does start to boil. And she starts to wake up. Chat, the timing on the next couple of events that go on are so ridiculous. At this point, I'm starting to get angry. And I hear her waking up as the girl is telling me. At this point, I'd already apologized to this real person over and over. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I messaged you. I don't mean to sound wild or anything. Like, can you send me... Like, she's like, oh, yeah. I sent her a picture of something she sent me. She's like, she must have got it from my Facebook. And I'm like, can you send me your Facebook so I could, like, send it to her and be like, yo, what do you fucking have to say for yourself? Then she blocked me. I was like, oh, my God, bro. And I understand why this girl blocked me. Because she'd probably been dealing with this a lot. Or she probably thought I was some fucking creep. Like, asking for her real Facebook. So, like, I was devastated. I'm like, oh, my God. Then I text her friend. I'm like, yo, I wasn't trying to be weird. Like, I need closure on this shit. This girl has fucked me over heavy the last 2 months. I just want her Facebook account so I can give it to this other person and say, what the fuck have you done? What is this? They could give a fuck. These girls could give a fuck that their pictures, that someone was pretending to be them, and that they were using nudes. I don't even know if the nudes that I was given were her nudes, but I find out where the nudes come from, chat. Don't worry. All right. So I start to hear her waking up as this girl blocks me, the real one. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, maybe still it's a boyfriend. Maybe. Then I start thinking about, again, the things that didn't make sense. Like, the biggest thing was the nudes. Not the fact that she sent me 2 nudes, but the fact that out of the 238 pictures she had sent me, not one time did I see this necklace that she had on with the nudes. What is that, her I take naked pictures necklace? It didn't make sense. I'm like, this is fucking so weird, bro. And I started getting really bothered. I'm like, I'm going to sleep, whatever. And I'm like, wait a minute, she's got TikTok. She has TikTok. You know how many TikToks she sent me? She has sent me so many TikToks. I'm like, yo, I got to check it out. Carmen, what's up, Carmen? Carmen, you already know this story. Carmen got the exclusive. All right. Carmen got the unabridged fucking, like, exclusive version. So at this point, I'm like, yo, I'm going to check her TikTok. All right. Because she had sent me TikToks. And on the Instagram she showed me, she had, like, some failed Instagram TikTok section, right? I'm like, okay. You have one of those necklaces? I hate you, Pez. So I go on Instagram. I'm looking through a TikTok. And you wouldn't believe who the fuck goes live. The fucking friend. Her friend goes live on TikTok. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This cannot be happening right now. So I'm like, I got to go look in the background. Is she here? Is she there? Am I going to see her? She's not in there. I'm like, oh, fuck. And I'm like, I start thinking still, I'm like, maybe there's a chance this isn't real. Because the friend has, like, I don't know, 16,000 Instagram followers or something, right? But she's got like 7 people watching her. And I'm like, again, I don't know, something don't seem right. What's going on? Like, how are you, I don't know, maybe it's just the Instagram algorithm, right? I don't know what it is. I don't know how to explain it, but how does someone, I don't know. It's whatever. So then she's going live, her friend. And not 5 seconds later, guess who goes live, chat? The real girl goes live. And she goes live. This is how the timing went down. When I tell you, I was so fucking angry. I'm laying there. I just got blocked by this girl who told me, oi, bruv, you've been catfished, mate. And then I hear the girl who I've been talking to, this Catfish, who I come to find out, on the phone. I hear her waking up. She gets off, right? She just usually like she'll usually like would like mute and then go take a shower, whatever, right? She gets off I hear her. She literally says, babe, I'm up. I'm going to get off the phone, right? I'm going to get ready for the day. I'm like, okay, I'll talk to you later. At this point, I had already been blocked. I had already been talking to the people who told me she was a catfish. I'm like, all right, I'm going to role play it out. So I start role playing it out. All right. I'm just going to role play with it. I know how to do role play. Shit. I'm good at it. I'm going to just role play it out. Fuck it, I think. We'll go improv a little bit. But as soon as I get off the fucking phone, she got off the phone, that's when they went live. She got off the phone, I heard her get up, then her friend went live. Then she went live. Then they went live in a TikTok duo together. I'm like, there is no fucking way. So I hop on and I'm watching their TikTok duo of them like doing a live TikTok together. And again, I'm still baffled at the low view counts. I'm like, how is it that these girls have about, I don't know, 80,000 followers amongst them? They're obviously good friends. They post duo pictures all the time, this and that. I'm like, how do they have like 7 people watching them? What is going on? So I'm like, screenshotting it, right? I'm like, this is ridiculous. I can't believe this. So I think, right, a botted account. Something. What the fuck is the story behind this shit? So at this point, I had been up, chat, for 24 hours. Because the day before, I had to get COVID tests here every week. So I had to get up at 7. And I stayed up that day to get through shit. And I had been up for like 24 hours. So I was like, I need to fucking go to sleep. Oh my God. So I sleep for like 20 minutes. I sleep for 20 minutes, chat. I'm like, I'm so tired. I gotta go to sleep. I sleep for 20 minutes. I could not sleep. Then I come over here. I've been doing all this shit, all this Googling and like figuring and finding out that this girl I've been talking to for months had another account that maybe had other accounts. Shit. I was like, fuck that. I'm over there. I'm like, I'm coming over here. I got my fucking 3 screens in front of me. I'm sitting here fucking Googling all over the place. Chat, I'm gonna just show you. When I tell you I'm gonna just show them. All right. When I tell you I found a lot of accounts, I found a lot of accounts. Okay. Yeah. I found a lot of accounts. And what I did is I started Googling the name, then variations of the last name, and I started getting these weird results. I'm like, what the fuck is fuck the Ask FM? I'm getting shit, multiple Instagram accounts, first name, last name 3, first name, last name 2, first name, last name 5, first name, last name 6, first name, last name 7, right? Pinterest accounts, things on 21buttons.com, like a TikTok account, like I find the Facebook, obviously we got the Facebook place in there, right? And I'm like, this is ridiculous. What the fuck am I looking at? And I'm like, yo, this can't be. Maybe it's something different. Oh, ads? Okay, we'll wait. All right, hold up. Pause. I want to go to the bathroom quick, chat. I gotta pee. I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back. Oh, shit. Oh shit. Wait. I just realized I didn't even really tell you one of the most embarrassing parts. Wait. I didn't even tell you one of the most embarrassing parts. What am I doing? What the fuck? I didn't even tell you one of the most annoying parts about this is, wait, thank God, chat. Thank God. Thank God I didn't send her dick pics. Thank God. Oh my God. I would be twisted right now if I did that shit, bro. I would be twisted if I did that shit, bro. I should have, right? I should have. Yeah, I should have. I definitely should have sent her dick pics. It would have made this whole story even better, right? It definitely would have. It would have. But the phone sex? Yep. Yep. I'm a grown ass man, bro. I've been in long-term relationships, this and that, long distance. Never in my life have I've had girls try. Like, baby. Nah, that shit ain't doing it for me. Sorry. It's not doing it for me. She got me. Chat. She got me. 100% she got me. So that was like probably the most embarrassing part. But thank God I ain't send no goddamn dick pics. Oh my God. Like, yeah, see, y'all know how I feel about British accents. I told you I like Kiwo's accent. She's a 10-month subscriber. She took advantage of my ass, bro. She knew I had a thing for British accents. TwitchCon.eu, I'm coming back at you, okay? Be ready. All right? I see you, TwitchCon.eu. I see you. We're going to be there soon. So that bitch knew. That person knew. Let's not be calling people bitches and globalizing things. So, but yeah, but British accents are great. But British accents with a sexy voice, oh yeah, that's a whole nother level, bro. All right. So yeah, I didn't even tell you that was one of the most embarrassing parts about it. But thank God I did not fucking send dick pics, yo. But it gets weirder. It gets crazier. Don't worry, chap. All right. We're not done yet. So I find all these accounts and I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? What is this? There's all these accounts. I'm like, maybe, again, chat, maybe. These are like troll accounts, ex-boyfriends. It could be something. There's got to be some explanation for it. There's got to be. There's got to be. So I'm like, no, there isn't. No, there isn't. There is no explanation. So I go ahead and I Google MTV Catfish. And I submitted all those links. And I filled out every casting call form for MTV's Catfish. Chat, when I tell you I've been on the call, on the phone, texting producers at MTV for the last 3 days, I have been. I have been in email chains with MTV's Catfish for the last 3 fucking days. And they were blown away by this shit. They were blown away by it because I found everything. They're like, yeah, we'll fly you out. Obviously, it's a paid appearance. So I was like, I can't deal with this anymore. This is ridiculous. There's no way. I said them everything. They're asking me questions like, how is this like? They're like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm telling them everything. Yeah, the show is still on, and they have like a new host and shit now. It's still on. So I've been talking to MTV the last 3 days, like telling them everything, and they were like bugging about it. They're like, we're gonna fly you out, everything. So more than likely I'll be on the show. I'll let you know when it does air, when it does happen. But wait, there's more. There's more. So at this point, I need to confront her, right? What the fuck? Like, what? I have to confront her. What? This is ridiculous. I have all this information. I have all these accounts, and I'm still clinging on to the idea that maybe, just maybe, they're troll accounts or fake accounts or ex-boyfriends or some shit, right? So I've since I would read through verbatim what happened, but I've since deleted, blocked, like removed every instance of this person that I could, because it was devastating, bro. It was devastating. Like, I really did. This girl really did have me thinking that she's gonna be the love of my life. I swear to God. Like, heart out there for everybody to see. 100%. I thought this girl was gonna be the girl for me. She's talking about forever, kids. I'm a grown ass man. Don't be waving that shit around in front of me, boo, because I will wife you the fuck up. Okay? I'm gonna just say it. That's where I was at that point. And she took advantage of that. So it was a very serious situation, honestly. And I'm like, I have to tell her about this. I have to get this off my chest in some way to at least see what she has to say about it, right? So meanwhile, she's been upset because she has been hurt. So finally, I'm like, I'd already found everything out. Not everything. I found 75% of everything out. I talked to MTV already. I've been talking to the producer. They gave me my whole story. They were like, bro, this is wild. I'm like, how am I going to talk to her? How am I going to bring this shit up? How am I going to do this shit? So I had to wait an entire fucking day for her to like be available to talk to me. It was so annoying because I woke up at like maybe like 9ish that day, whatever. Meanwhile, I had not been sleeping at all. So I had to lie and RP out I had to RP it out. I had to lie the entire day. Not lie, right? But I had to pretend that I didn't know what was going on the entire day, waiting for her to get like in contact with me or some shit. And she's like, oh, like I tried to call her and it kept ringing with the voicemail. I'm like, okay, whatever. She's busy. Then I call her and the phone went right to voicemail. I'm like, okay. And at this point, again, chat, I had known everything. I found all these accounts. No confirmation. I talked to MTV, told them, I don't know what's going on. What is this shit? And then I call again. And I'm not an obsessive type person. I give people space and relationships. I was like, fuck, I called her 3 times in a row. I was like, this shit ain't right. Something's not right. She picks up, hey. Hey, what's up? Like, how you doing? What's going on? Oh, nothing. I'm with my mom right now, you know. And she's brought me to get food, and I'm in the back of the car. I got my leg elevated. I'm like, oh, take a picture. Chat, she has sent me 238 pictures, okay? I have never, ever asked. Wait, maybe I might have asked twice for her to send me pictures. But that's after she had sent me 200. If you send me 200 pictures, maybe I'll ask one. So I go, send me a picture. Because she's like, you know, she had her foot wrapped up, right? And she had just came back from the doctor. She had told me about the doctors. Oh, the doctor said I can't go, whatever. It's going to be a week. Doesn't send me a picture. I'm like, how do you send me 238 pictures? You can't send me a picture of you in the backseat of a car with your leg propped up? What do you mean? So 5 hours go by. All right. I'm like, well, no, in the car, she goes to me, hey, babe, are you going to be available in an hour? And I had a show to direct at 3:00. So an hour from them would have been 2:30. So I was like, yeah, I'll be available. We could talk. Then I got to go do a show. She's like, okay, let's talk. And then I'm going to hang out with my friend. I'm like, okay, cool. So 2:30 comes and goes. It's now 2:41. And I text her, I'm like, babe, were you gonna call me or what? What's going on? Then I go and direct the show. The time goes past, right? And it's like 5:00, 6:00, 7:00. I'm like, so I called her. I'm like, she didn't pick up. Called her again. She didn't pick up. The show's it's basically shoulder programming for the football league, for fan control football. So I'm like, why isn't she picking up? What's the problem? What's the deal? Then she finally picks. Then I finally get a hold of her, and she's like, "Oh, sorry, I was talking to my friend." okay. Were you gonna tell me, like, because like I knew she was gonna hang out with her friend, but like 6 hours later, I'm like, okay. And it's always exactly as Spirit is. It's always my friend. Never tell me who the friend is, whatever. I don't care. But that if I want in a relationship with you and you got friends, go do your thing, okay? I'm a grown ass man. I do not have time. Yo, who's your friend? What's his name? What's his social security number? I want a picture of him right now. He got a girl. I don't have time to do that shit, bro. I'm not insecure. I'm not. Which is why I'm wanting to share all this too, because it's like what the fuck? And so then she says, "Oh yeah, sorry I fell asleep. I was napping with my friend." And I'm like, what? Okay, I guess she says she makes out with her friends. Guess she naps with them too. Okay. And then another hour goes by. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, at this point, I have seen her online on Instagram. I've seen her watching multiple people on Twitch. Literally, as I'm sitting here in this 7-hour period waiting for her to hit me up, I see she's on Instagram during her napping, right? She's watching people, multiple people, going from Carmen to Abby to, who else was she watching that day? What's it? Oh, shit. Rapuzzi? He plays fucking Larry, right? Like, she's watching all these people. I'm like, what? Okay. Like, just tell me you don't want to talk to me, bitch. I mean, just tell me you don't want to talk to me, person who I'm angry with. Like, I could take it. You know, I want to go. You want some time go do your thing. Like, it didn't make any sense to be like, it just seems so childish, right? You know she's watching chat, 100%. Like I said before, if you are watching right now, which I hope you are, thank you for not reaching out to me. If you want to meet with me on MTV's Catfish, feel free, but you have to respond to the messages from the producers. And I think the funniest thing, chat, when we really get, down to it, because there's still more to unpack from this, okay? So ridiculous, yo. So ridiculous. Where were we? Yeah, there's more. We definitely need an intermission. This is getting ridiculous. So I'm sitting there. I'm trying to figure out, how is it like this girl is napping? She's napping? Okay. 8 hours go by. I was supposed to go ahead and talk to her, right? 8 hours go by. I was just going to talk to her just to talk to her. How's your day? How's your leg feeling? Blah, blah. I'm so upset you can't be here. It's okay. We'll reschedule, right? Finally, she calls me. And at this point, my blood is boiling. I'm pissed off. And I put on my best, "Hey, babe, how you doing? It's good to hear from you. How you feeling? Hope you're doing okay." "Oh, you are? Okay, great. Babe, let's watch a movie on Discord again tonight." Because we have been watching movies on Discord together, right? Rush Hour, right? All these fucking funny movies, whatever. When I tell you I went on Discord, I put that motherfucker on blast. I brought up a browser with all 16 of those motherfucking links. And I went through them one by one, exactly as I just did for you just now, chat. Just now. I said, "So, babe, I felt really bad that you had hurt your leg, and I wanted to get you flowers. So I went ahead and I Googled based on the background of your photos, and I found this beauty salon. And then I see an Instagram account attached to this beauty salon that's you, but it's not you. What's going on?" And she goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry you found these." She goes, she went, chat, when I tell you she went on for 5 additional hours with the idea that I thought it was of, oh, they're promo accounts that I've used over the years. They're from people that don't like me. They're from people who are haters. This, and that. I'm like, oh, okay. So then, remember a while back I talked about that wallpaper, chat? Remember that shit? Yeah, full on repair mode. "Oh, I'm so sorry you found these. Please don't be mad. This, and that." And I was like, "Yeah, babe, because I realized that you sent me some pictures that aren't on either of these, right? It's crazy." Like, "Yeah, I just, I have multiple accounts and I run this one and all this stuff." I'm like, yeah, she was extremely confident with it. Extremely. Like, she's like, I'm just so sorry. I can't believe this. Please don't be mad about it. Please don't leave me. This, and that. I'm like, okay. So remember the wallpaper? On the real person's Instagram, there was a picture of a girl with the balloons that says 20. And it was like November something of 2021. Remember that date? November something of 2021 is when this girl started talking to me on Twitter. Okay? So I'm thinking, like, what is going on? And I ask her, when I have all these tabs up on this video Discord call, I have it up there, all right? And I show it, I say, what is all this shit? Like, how is this possible? Whatever. And so she's got her excuses, and I said, okay. But what about this picture right here? How long have you been living at your apartment for? How long? Tell me. Please tell me. Just tell me how long. And she's like, oh, I lived there for some time. She's like, you told me you'd been there for a year. She had no way to explain how that even happened. She could not explain it. Then, remember the screenshot that I took of her and her friend talking on TikTok right after she got up? I sent her, I said, yo, what is this? How did you get off the phone with me? Babe, I'm getting up. I'm tired. I'm going to plan my day. You roll out of the bed and then you ended up at work already, hair done, nails done, everything did on a TikTok duo live with your friend. How'd you do that? How is that possible? It's like, yeah. And she didn't say anything. I'm like, were you on a live this morning? Yeah, I was. I'm like, okay. I'm like, Chanel, you just got to see from my perspective, right? This ain't working. It's not adding up. Then I started thinking all these different misspellings and different names, like misspellings of first names and last names. And I'm like, you know what? I know she's lying. Let me go ahead and just let it rest. Because at this point, I had been up for 2 days, maybe. I have been up for 2 days. I'm noticing all this shit, and she's still carrying it on for the 5th, 6th hour. Why? The 6th hour. And you know what I realized? Here's a kicker right here. All right, here's a kicker. One of the last things I found out was the real person. The email associated with the real person's Instagram was the same spelling of the 16 alternate accounts. like so she used the misspelling of the real person's email and made 16 accounts based on that misspelling. So like, it's just a whirlwind, right, of what's going on. And yes, it was, Jada, it was. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm done with it. This is ridiculous. I don't believe it. And I say, okay, just fucking FaceTime me. She tried for the next hour and a half with the most ridiculous gaslit mental gymnastics. I don't want to. What do you mean you don't want to? You don't want to? Yeah, I could send you a picture of like a side profile view. What? What do you mean? What? No, send me a pic. I don't want to get up right now. Get up off your ass. Turn on a fucking light and FaceTime me. And I said to her, I was like, you could take I don't wanna. That's what I felt like, right, Lucky? I don't wanna. I was like, take a picture of yourself saying, fuck Afro. Do something. Because now at this point, now I don't believe you. Because of all the things I've said, all the things I've shown you. And she's like, no, these are fake accounts. I swear. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay. So then I start FaceTiming her right on that call. FaceTime her once, twice, 3 times. Then she goes, well, what are you going to do if I don't pick up? I'm like, I know you're not giving me an ultimatum right now. So what do? I role play it out. I said, well, if you don't pick up, I'm going to wonder why you don't want to pick up and figure out what's going on. Are you going to break up with me? I'm like, I'm thinking in my head, this motherfucker is wackadoo. You're worried about, am I going to break up with you? You're not even real. What do you mean? Like, but she is so invested in her own role play that like she's not even flinching at this. So then I'm thinking, there's no way that this is not legit. This is not legit, obviously. So I'm like, all right, babe, I'm going to sleep. It's because she kept saying, I'll text you in the morning, or I'll FaceTime you in the morning. I'll FaceTime you in the morning. I'll FaceTime you in the morning. I'm like, what is the difference between you FaceTiming me in the morning when it is the morning for you? Because at this point, it is now 3 a.m. my time, right? 8:30 in the morning her time. I'm like, it's already morning for you. Get up off your ass and FaceTime. I was like, what, do you just not like the way you look right now? Do you not have makeup on? Is your hair up? Like, what's going on? And she's like, I just don't want to do it. I'm like, okay. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to sleep. Chat, when I tell you, I woke up to the longest text message I have ever received in my entire life. I sat there and scrolled 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 over and over. She told me everything, every single thing, all of it. And long story short, she told me that she had a successful OnlyFans account. And what she did is she found some girl's picture and started using that picture to promote her OnlyFans, which is the dumbest thing in the world. That's like stealing a fucking McDonald's logo to sell Burger King. Like, what are you doing? First of all, like, dumb. Then she started using it in her Twitch account. Then she started using it in her Twitter account. Then she started using it in her Instagram account. And then it just kind of kept going. Now, if you remember, chat, I had reached out to that one guy that was in her comments. I had a Discord call with him. And I told him everything. And he said, oh, shit. He said, bro, she tried, like, in some way hollering at me, like, a couple months ago, but I already knew somebody and I wasn't really having it. I was like, bro, I know. When she says she's going to be talking to me, this and that, she's just in your chat. Chat, when I tell you that she was in this guy's chat, lying and saying the story about her hurting her ankle. Imagine lying and being such a catfish that you, even in other chats, you're telling other people about your fake thing going on. Even to this guy in this community of people in there. They're like, oh, we feel so bad for you that you got hurt, this and that. Like, what? So, then it gets weirder. Because she writes me this whole entire thing, and I'm like, oh my God. So there it is. I know everything. I figure out everything, right? But there's more. So I respond to her and I said, what's your real name? That's it. What's your real name? She gives me her Instagram. Dummy. You fucking dummy. She gives me her real Instagram. Chat, when I tell you, I found out everything about her. Her real name, where she lives, where she actually works, her actual Facebook account, what she actually looks like, her address for some reason just out there, her family members, everything. It blew my fucking mind. So let's now that I know exactly who it is, right? Meanwhile, this person had been a 10-month Twitch sub. Come to find out, this bitch ain't from the UK. She's not even from the UK. She's from fucking Texas. She is from Texas, chat. So she allowed me to think that not only was she from Manchester, but she had a fake accent for 2 months to pretend to be some UK Instagram model. And she's from the same state that I'm not originally from, but where I'm like staying from. What? Yo, +1s in the chat for that. What role play? And I should know. I was voted as Reddit by Role Player of the Year 2019. Okay, I should know what good role play is. Okay, I should. But the fact that I find out that she's not only is she not from the UK, she's from Texas and has been using a fake accent for 2 months. Yeah, she's around the way, girl. Oh yeah, she is. But what's fucked about it, chat, is, and this is the worst part about it, she's beautiful. What the fuck? I know. She's beautiful. She looks amazing. But she is a monster to me. So fuck that bitch. There's no way around it. Like, that was the most annoying thing about all of this. Once I figured out everything, got the information, found all the links, all the fake accounts, hit up MTV's Catfish. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be on the show. Find out her real name, what she looks like, everything. To have her look good, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? So then we start texting. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You are an idiot. I showed you real photos of my family. You showed me photos of some other person's family. I know what you look like. I called her. I literally, after I saw that big text message, I tried to call her all day. She never picked up. Right? Then I finally get a hold of her. And she goes, hey. And I could hear that she's like trying to like put on an accent. I said, pause. Stop with the accent. And she said, okay. Like that. I could have like punched. I wanted to slam my fist through that phone so bad, yo. So bad. So bad. Like, you took that long? And what's crazy is, then she started, Big Boss's, you say shit, sure thing, Thaler. But I hear her talking, I'm like I could hear her fucking southern twang. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I go off on her, right? In the most respectful way I can. Because it's really, at this point, I am so upset and bothered about the simple fact that I was taken advantage of, humiliated, embarrassed. She brought in other people into it in a weird way. And then she starts saying some things. Oh, fuck, I forgot something. Ooh. I forgot something. Remember when I was like, oh, FaceTime me. No, hold on. It was after the FaceTime. No, it was before the FaceTime me thing. Hold on, I forgot about this. It was before the FaceTime me thing. And I was talking to MTV producers. And they wanted her number. They're going to reach out to her to try and tell her, oh, you're in an online relationship with this guy Afro, and we want to get you on a show so you guys can meet, da-da-da-da-da, right? She goes to me, and I quote, why are you giving people my number? I don't like people doing this and that. She ended up going out. This is before she had divulged everything to me. Oh, ads? Oh. Hold on. Ads. Ads. Time out. I'm sorry. Oh shit. Yo, shout out to the homie Shades the Rogue. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you Crespa Prez for that brand new. Thank you Tim Nick for that brand new as well. Shout out to the homie Viceroy, the 13 months. Thank you Viceroy. Thank you Riddle Me This. Says, take my prime, good sir. Fuck that bitch. And thank you for the 2 months. Yo, shout out to the homie JP2 Savage. I know who that is. That's my homie, Slime World RP, right? Thank you, Deedley, for the 13 months as well. Shout out to the homie Dunyas, my homie. 32 months. And thank you, Lex TV, for that brand new. Oh, also, 100 Dan, still Juan. Bunch of subs, a bunch of follows. Welcome, everybody. If you haven't already, go ahead and give my channel a follow. No shortage of content here. I mean, shit, even my real life is, and it's just straight up entertainment. You can see me on MTV's Catfish coming December. So fucking stupid, but it is what it is, yo. Yeah, this is the real afro. It is, and this is a real afro. But wait, has this not been an emotional journey, right? It's been it's a story of deceit, intrigue, sex, international travel. It's so bad, but it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You got some ERP in there. But this really is more than likely the end of it. I just want to tell you one of the funniest things that they had said to me. And this was before I had divulged that I knew everything. All right. I'm telling you, this is before I divulged that I knew everything. It was crazy. I think it could get turned into a movie because the fact that I found everything. I'll tell you what they said was the why. Okay. And there's just too many twists and turns, right? I definitely asked her why. I tried to figure out, like, why would you do this, and that, right? First of all, the reasoning behind it was that they thought that I wouldn't like them with the way that they looked. They thought I wouldn't be attracted to them. That was it. Yeah, that was it. That was it. I thought you wouldn't like me. Oh. Okay. Would you miss during a commercial? I was just shouting people out for the subs. But that's what they said was the reasoning behind, because I thought you wouldn't like me the way I looked. Meanwhile, yeah, later. So let's fake a fucking accent. And the fact that she looks good and I would 100% have dated that girl and been all about it. She came to me straight up, but she didn't. She came to me as somebody else. And one of the best quotes that she had, when I started talking to MTV producers, I showed them all the links, I figured all this shit out. The producers were like, yo, I want to go ahead and I'm going to reach out. We're going to reach out to her. Like, yo, you're in an online relationship with this guy Afro. We want to help you kind of meet up, right? To help facilitate this. And then they started, I wish I could like go through the text and see, but I was so fucked up by this shit that I was like, I just deleted everything. I deleted everything. So it was something along the lines of, she was bothered at the fact, and it's really fucked up she did this. She was bothered at the fact that I had given MTV producers her number. Because she had told me this like a month ago that she was in an abusive relationship. And her ex was like abusive, like threw her down the stairs, this and that, right? So I'm like, oh my God. So she said, I don't like when people get my number because I'm so scared that my ex is going to find my number. Why did you do that? Why would you give someone my number? I'm like, oh my God. This bitch. Meanwhile, I'm knowing that she's telling a lie. I know she's lying at this point, but she's trying to tell me. I had found all these accounts already. She's like, how could you do that? How could you do that? Like, that's so unsafe. It's a protection thing, this and that. And she keeps going on about that. I'm like kind of role playing, like, I'm so sorry. I can't believe it. I didn't mean to do that. I remember you, like, I didn't know he stalked you, right? And then she goes, yeah, like, we're in a relationship. Why aren't you allowing someone to get in between us? Oh, you mean like this fake Instagram model from the UK that you allowed to get in between us for the last couple months? Is that what you mean? Like that? Like having something that's outside of you get in between, right? Is that what you mean? Yeah. Like she was just out of control with it. And again, the reason was that, you know, she didn't think that I would like her. And again, what's fucked up, Chet, is she looks good. I just don't understand. And I'm going to start to wrap it up because I am probably going out drinking with a couple of staff tonight just to chill and bullshit. In like probably half an hour or so. I want to get some dinner in me. And I'm out having a good time. I hate to break it to you. Like, I was at the game last night. I invited like fucking 2 strippers and their friends that I met from the club the other night. I don't give a fuck. I'm on my other shit now. So I'm past it. To anyone wondering, are you okay? Whatever. I'm good, bro. Okay, I'm good. I needed to get this out. I told Carmen. I told a couple people here, like that, coworkers. I had to tell y'all. I had to. I had to. Like, there's no way I'd be able to move forward without explaining this in some way. Yeah, right? I told Samantha. And the reason I told Samantha is because, like, I've gone out and had drinks with Samantha before. It wasn't like it was any sexually driven or like, we were just going out as friends that lived in Texas. So, like, when this girl came along, I'm like, hey, mate, this shit happens, right? But now I feel like I can honestly move forward. I can move on. And the one thing that bothers me, let me ask that question, because the one thing that bothers me, the thing that MTV wants to figure out is these girls that were actually having their shit used, why didn't they care? And where did the news come from? Well, apparently she was actually, chat, successful on OnlyFans, this girl. And she sent me her OnlyFans profile. And what I guess is proof that she owns the profile. But again, and she's been trying in the last couple days, even though I put kind of the cut on it. I basically said, I was like, listen, I don't want you fucking, like, if you keep hollering at me, like, I'm gonna get real hood on you. Just let me be. She's been trying to entice me. She literally has been trying to entice me to give her a chance. She's like, oh, so there's never gonna be a chance? I'm like, what? How do you even think that I would entertain talking to you in some way after not what you told me, but what I found out? I found out all of this. Like, and the only reason, chat, again, the only reason I found this out is that I felt bad that the person I thought I was falling in love with was hurt, and I wanted to give them flowers. Had I not been a normal human being and not a monster like her, then I wouldn't have figured this out. It's insane. They're like, oh, so none of the feelings that you had for me were real? You weren't real. Nothing that she provided with me was real. Nothing. So, like, it's just like, I don't know. I would say that she needs to get an RP coach, but chat, it's evident that she needs a life coach. And if not a life coach, then at the very least, a therapist. Because mental health is a real thing. People being isolated and being in, dealing with COVID she need to go talk to somebody, bro. Because I've gone through a lot of shit in my life. But I can't understand what you have to go through to completely manipulate somebody like that. It's kind of wild. And from what I was told, she hasn't done it to other guys with this account, but we know it's a fucking lie. Because when you look at these accounts, chat, these fake accounts date back to 2017. So when she was like, oh, I've never talked to anyone else like that. Fuck out of here, bro. Lying ass, bro. All right. Like, the fake accounts go back to like all these, like, 2016, 2017. She's been doing this shit for years. And the guy on Discord said that she had kind of tried a little bit. So that is, chat, my story. That's what I've been dealing with heavy for the last month and a half. You have no idea how good it feels to eat up my chest. I've been like kind of keeping to myself and just doing work. And what's been annoying is the relationship with her hasn't really been stopping me from streaming at all, because she loved when I streamed. Her favorite character was Gordon. Like, so it's just so weird to know that from a 10-month sub to an MTV Catfish, that in no time, like that. You wonder why I've been so quiet lately? It was more so work. And I had been so busy with work that I didn't have a time to really care about that. And like, what bothered me too is there'd be times where I'd be like, I wouldn't want to play Jacob or Dex or I wouldn't want to play other characters, not because she liked Gordon, as you're saying, J Dot, but it was. I felt like it was like I just had so much fun playing Gordon. Seriously, like I enjoy playing Gordon the most. I did that thing with Kit Boga, right? I had a lot of fun doing that, and I just like had a lot of fun playing Gordon. And obviously, there was a nice added benefit that hey, maybe this hot European chick is watching. She might be. Yeah, right? See, Maddie, normal human shit. Like you owed it to her, and you knew she enjoyed it. And Gordon is extremely freeing, and to like have all these things firing on all cylinders that are doing great for me. Like I'm getting more and more responsibility here at this league. We have like crazy things that I hope to announce at some point that we're doing, which means even more time for me here. And I'll be honest, chat. I've had a problem. I've had an issue in the last 2 years. And I talked to my boy DZ about it. I've talked to a couple people of color in the industry about it, and it's called imposter syndrome. And I think I might have maybe briefly brought it up a little bit here on the channel. And like, that's been a major issue for me, is like being successful, right? Not necessarily being scared of success, but I know I have the ability to do a lot of really cool things, and I know I have a lot of aspirations and a lot of big things that I want to get done. And there's times where I feel like it's going to happen, and everyone else is going to look at me and say, yeah, I don't know if that dude should be here. He's an imposter. But you know what took me, chat, to really break? This is why my camera is on. You want to know what broke me from being an imposter and feeling like I have imposter syndrome? Dealing with an actual fucking imposter. Like, so I guess thank you, you fucking weirdo. Thank you for doing this, because now I feel free. I'm being dead serious. Like, I'd always felt like, you know, I don't talk to big streamers. Like, I've had Buddha hit me up and like, yo, bro, we should do this and that. And like, I ignore a lot of opportunity to have my channel explode, because not that I'm scared of the success, but I'm scared that when I get there, people be like, nah, bro, Afro's not legit. But again, like I said, it took this person being an imposter to honestly, at this point, chat, I could really say that I feel like this whole thing with imposter syndrome I've been feeling and wanting to pump my brakes on things in streaming and work and life and role play, y'all better get ready for some war content. No, but seriously though, I'm just like, I feel like I've been keeping myself back for the last 2 years. And obviously the majority of what I've been doing in the last 2 years has been role play and this like fantasy and this fun. But I've been holding myself back. I was holding myself in game. I'm holding myself back out of game. And it's like, I can't do it anymore, chat. That's why I was like, you know what? I'm going to post that on Twitter. I'm sure a lot of people are going to think, man, Afro says he's going to do this and that. He ain't coming back. He's not going to come on and do some video tell all this and that and whatever. I'm here, chat. And yo, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Shout out to Anonymous on the 2 though. And thank you, Tal. Thank you, Tal, for that brand new. But I'm not fucking about anymore. I'm really not. I'm just I can't do it anymore. It's been really, and it's also been kind of annoying watching my peers pass me by, because I've been so reluctant to do certain things and react and interact with certain people and do certain shit and just do what I want to do. I've been, someone said before, self-sabotage. And I'm telling you, this entire experience of dealing with this shit, with this person, has like allowed me to just be, I feel great. Obviously, I still feel a little hurt. Like my heart was slamming and bumping so hard because I was falling in love with him, right? Like I would be having conversations and my heart would be slamming. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then my heart started slamming when I got so angry and pissed off. I'm good. Like, I'm fine. So if anybody's dealing with shit you're feeling alone, do not fucking catfish someone, all right? Because now, she had told me she was so depressed, this, and that, whatever, right? Motherfucker, you gonna be depressed now because I'm airing you the fuck out. How many people we got watching? Because I never look at my viewer count just because I don't care. Look up. We got 1,200 people watching. You about to be depressed now, motherfucker. I'm saying I don't know what to tell you. I'm about to air you out on national television next. So, I don't know what to tell you. Now you really are going to be depressed. And it doesn't make any sense to where... to say you're doing it because you were depressed. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. So, that's my story. I wanted to let you all know because this shit can happen to you, y'all. It can happen to you. And sometimes, like, shitty things happen in life. But, yo, when they hand you fake lemons, just make fake lemonade. Like, what can you do? There's nothing else that can be done. Because there, unfortunately, are some weird people out there on the internet. There is. There are some amazing people out there on the internet. There are some people who are, like, borderline weird and want to be weirder. Right? But just be fucking nice to people, y'all. Because even yesterday, yo, I'm sitting at the game. And, like, yo, it was a celebrity football game. I was supposed to bring her there, right? Had all these celebrities there. Had all this wild shit going on. It was ridiculous. And I'm seeing I got all these hot girls coming on to me. Everybody's there to see Quavo, right? Because he had a celebrity football game. We had all these wild NFL stars there. There were girls all over. And, like, I got these girls coming up to me. Oh, your hair is so cute. Oh, my God, do you work here? Da, 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 da. I'm like, hey, yo, like, I'm good, chat. I am not really worried about moving forward. It was just like, I don't know. It was needed. This happening in my life was needed. So I'll say this in closing, chat. If shitty things happen in your life, do not look at it as an opportunity to stay depressed, to have a bad outlook, to write people off, to write someone's orientation off, whatever. Just, yo, thank you. Grow from it. That's all you can do. Because what else are you going to do? Sit here and get pissed off? No. I'm going to do the very basic thing, which is air somebody out on my Twitch channel and then go on MTV's Catfish. Yep. No. Because what else am I going to do, chat? What else am I going to do? If MTV wants to pay me to go out there and share their stories so that other people can see it as entertainment but also information, it is what it is, y'all. All right? But chat, let's go find somebody to host real quick. What a stream, right? I would ask if you all enjoyed this content. This is not my typical content, trust me. All right? But y'all going to see me more on camera just because I have been holding myself back so much. Honestly, I've been holding myself back so much from doing things I want to do in the content space. I just have been. Hey, maybe some, you know what'll be funny? Imagine that actual real girl. Listen to me, yo. Imagine a real UK chick goes on a show and she's like, "Oi, bruv, you're so cute. I can't believe it happened. You want a date?" Might happen, chat. Never know. Never know. But now I'm just like, whatever, yo. It is what it is. We're gonna move forward. And look who's live. Carmen. You know we gotta go fucking raid Carmen. Because to be honest, chat, Carmen helped me out. She was the first person I told because I was so kind of like, it was connected to her in some way. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of connected to this. So she was the first person I fucking told. I had to tell someone. And like, I'm not saying her and I talk like that, but there are content creators that of the opposite sex or whatever you want to say, and like communicate. Doesn't need to be something bad, but. So what do we think for the raid message? Thanks, bestie. We might have to, chat. No, not hashtag blame Carmen. All right, we cannot do that, yo. Y'all are not right. Y'all are not right, yo. I think we should go with thanks, bestie. I like that. I like that. Blame Carmen is pretty funny, though. Was this girl sleeping and waking up at UK times? She was and wasn't. She was and wasn't. But chat, if you haven't already, make sure you give my channel a follow. Thank you, Spectre, for the 5 months. I'm actually going to go out for the homies a little bit, get some food, get some drinks. That fucking double nude, chat. That double nude is what that was the undoing. It's kind of ridiculous. But yo, I would love it. No, she did not have a UK number. When I looked it up, it was a Texas number initially, when I looked it up 2 months ago. But she had told me she's got family in Texas, California, Georgia, and the UK. So I didn't think anything different, right? I thought, oh, yeah, right? Oh. Fucking double nudes, yo. Listen, ladies, if you're out there trying to catfish, do not send double nudes, all right? Please don't. I probably should upload this on YouTube, shouldn't I, chat? What do you think, y'all? Is this... we putting this on YouTube? We might have to, honestly. So hi, YouTube. Everybody in chat, say hi, YouTube. Hey, YouTube. I'm sure a lot of people want to check it out. Who was hotter? The real one was hotter. Hotter, right? But to be honest, I didn't really start to fall in love with this girl because of the way she looked. I didn't. And it wasn't the phone sex. It was everything else, which was the most fucked up part. But chat, let's go spam hi or thanks, bestie. We're gonna just spam thanks, bestie, and Carmen's chat. All right, get it ready. We're gonna be there in a little bit. Again, thank you all very, very much for chilling. I'll see you in a little bit. I'm going out. I don't know if I'm gonna be on tonight, but expect to see more of me.